All right, little informational video for you today. On these old G series vans, the Chevys and the GMCs, the ChevyVan and the Vandura. I know the passenger van's called one, and the cargo van is called something. No, cargo van's a Vandura. I forget what the people mover's called because one's a fishbowl. Apologies to the fishbowl lovers. This is the original factory style hinge. It's super short, super tiny. The door pops out just enough to clear the wheel. So, you know, it's only about a hand width wide. I think it's like 4 or 5 inches. And with stock tires, the door clears just fine, but it barely clears this commercial tire on this 8 lug. So if you're gonna go with anything wider, you're gonna run into a problem of it interference. So about 5 1/4. So about 5 1/4 on the stock. So what I have discovered is GM offered 2 different versions. So like they had a version for, you know, light a little bit. Conversion vans had wide fender flares, and sometimes they put bigger wheels on stuff, and they would have interference problems. So they just stretched it. So if you can see this, I'll have to get you some better light. This one, like so, is considerably longer. And what happens is it slides back on this rail, it hits a stop, it flips out, and that gains you your extra clearance at your wheel level. So this is a very desirable part. It wasn't on every van, so they're pretty few and far between. So what I figured out is the factory ones are cast. See these ribs on it? You can see the way they're cast in their shape, okay? Well, the aftermarket, being clever, they just took a steel rod, but it's perfectly smooth all around. This is kind of cool. This is kind of hot rod. It's just chrome plated, a little steel wool, clean that up. This is as found. I lucked out with this at a local automotive recycler, aka junkyard, and I got it dirt cheap. But this is really desirable piece, and I know a lot of the custom van guys out there are gonna be like, oh, I want it, because the chrome's really cool. But when you feel it, it's perfectly smooth around. So when I was visiting the A-Team van, the only one left in existence, at Deezerland in Florida. You gotta go by and check them out. It's in Orlando. Quite a bit of difference. So I went out there and threw a tape measure up on it. And so when I measured the actual screen used A-Team van, that's what I came up with. So I think that's inside to center is 9.5. Pocket. You can tell I do this by the seat of my pants. I don't have a script. So if I can juggle this enough. So there we go. We get roughly the 9.5, same as the one on the A-Team van. And the other thing I noticed was when I groped it, it was perfectly smooth. So the 18 van has an aftermarket formed, not cast. So it's an aftermarket, not a factory GM part. And so while I was giddy playing with my toys, because I have 2 of these, of course then I got 2 vans. You know, cheaper by the dozen. Why build one when you can build 2 at twice the price? So I realized the OE cast one's a 1/2 inch longer than the aftermarket. So if you want a little more clearance than even the 18 van had, source you one of these dandy OE cast versions. So I was even surprised at that myself. Let me see if I can. It's just too dark over here. I can't see anything. Anyway, I'll take some pictures of up close stuff, put it in the description. Tell me what you think.